Hello everyone. Today we're going to explain how large companies purchase big amounts of Bitcoin for their corporate treasury. In the recent days, the world was shocked by the news that the technology car company Tesla, founded by Elon Musk, has actually purchased Bitcoin in the amount of $1.5 billion. And this actually continues on two other important news that two tech companies in US called MicroStrategy and Square have also purchased large amounts of Bitcoin for their corporate treasury. So let's try to explain this process. First, it's very important to stress that this is a very controlled and well-established process how big, large, and public companies reallocate assets in their corporate treasury. First, it's important to explain that the board of directors of large and public companies have to approve large transactions on behalf of the corporate treasury. The board of directors is a group of individuals that represents the interest of the shareholders. And they work together with the management of the company on the strategy, on its execution, but also on management of the treasury. So if a company wants to purchase large quantities of Bitcoins, the management first has to present that plan to the board of directors, and the board of directors has to approve that plan. Once the approval is there, the actual transaction can happen. What happens in these particular cases is that the transaction is done on the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges that are the most safe, secure, and where we have the largest volume to execute such large transaction and have a minimal price impact when we do that. Usually, such large transactions are not executed in one go, but they're actually split into many small transactions that are executed over a time period. For instance, if we want to purchase 100 million worth of Bitcoins, we would actually execute many small $10,000 transactions at many safe and secure cryptocurrencies exchanges until we actually accumulate 100 million worth of Bitcoins. Once that particular transaction is fully completed, the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies are actually withdrawn from the exchanges and put in safe custody, in safe keeping. Finally, since a company is public, there has to be a public disclosure of that particular transaction. And that is the reason why the public discovered and found that Tesla has purchased large quantities of Bitcoin, because they had regulatory disclosure requirements towards the public and towards the investors. So I hope you learned today that how companies purchase large quantities of Bitcoin. First, that you understood that this is a very well organized process, and this is executed on the world's largest cryptocurrencies exchanges in small amounts and over a significant time period. And finally, this information always has to be disclosed to the investors and to the wider public. So thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time.